Imagine this moment. You've been working tirelessly toward a goal. You've sacrificed sleep, time with loved ones, and even your own peace of mind. But progress feels slow, and doubts creep in. You ask yourself, why am I even doing this? This is where most people give up. But here's the secret. The people who succeed, the ones we admire, are not superhuman. They don't have magical powers or infinite resources. They've simply mastered the art of not giving up. And today, I'm going to share the exact mindset and strategies you need to persist through any obstacle. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to face any challenge, push through the hardest times, and come out stronger on the other side. Let's begin. Before we explore the solution, we must first understand the problem. Why do we feel like giving up? The first reason is fear of failure. This fear often stems from our desire for perfection or our need to be validated by others. Think about it. How many times have you hesitated to start something because you were afraid of not being good enough? This fear creates a mental wall that stops us in our tracks. The second reason is a lack of visible progress. You've been working hard, studying late into the night, putting in hours at the gym, or pouring yourself into a business idea. But the results? They feel invisible, like all your efforts are wasted. This frustration can be crushing. And finally, there's emotional burnout. Life doesn't pause while you chase your dreams. The daily grind, unexpected setbacks, and mounting responsibilities can drain your energy and make you question whether your goal is even worth it. These feelings are valid. They're part of the human experience. But here's the truth. They're also part of the growth process. The moments you feel like giving up are the moments that define your journey. Resilience isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you build. And it starts with one critical question. Why are you doing this? Your why is your anchor. It's the reason you started this journey in the first place. Maybe you want to create a better life for your family. Maybe you have a dream you've carried since childhood. Whatever it is, write it down, make it visible. When the going gets tough, your why will remind you that the pain is temporary, but the purpose is eternal. Next, reframe failures as lessons, not losses. Every successful person has a long list of failures. But here's the difference. They don't see failure as the end. They see it as feedback. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Adopting this perspective turns every setback into a stepping stone. Finally, embrace a growth mindset. This idea, pioneered by psychologist Carol Dweck, is simple but powerful. Believe that you can improve. When faced with a challenge, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in perspective transforms obstacles into opportunities. Mindset is the foundation. But what about action? Let's explore practical strategies to keep going when you feel like quitting. First, break it down. Big goals can feel overwhelming, like trying to climb a mountain in one step. Instead, focus on the next small step. Achieving smaller milestones not only makes the journey manageable, but also builds momentum. Second, build a support system. We all need people who believe in us. Surround yourself with those who lift you up, not those who tear you down. Share your struggles with friends, family, or mentors. Remember, asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. Third, focus on discipline, not motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It's unreliable. Discipline, however, is a habit. Build routines that keep you on track, even on the days you don't feel like it. Whether it's writing 500 words daily, waking up early, or setting aside time to exercise, consistency wins every time. Fourth, visualize success. Close your eyes and picture your goal as if you've already achieved it. Imagine the joy, the relief, the pride. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a proven technique that trains your brain to stay focused on the outcome. And finally, practice gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right. Start or end your day by listing 3 things you're thankful for. This simple practice rewires your brain to see possibilities instead of problems. Now, let's look at real-life examples of people who refuse to give up. Oprah Winfrey's story, is one of resilience and transformation. Born into poverty, she faced a turbulent childhood filled with challenges that could have easily broken her spirit. But let's focus on one pivotal moment: her early career in television. Oprah was fired from her first television job as an anchor in Baltimore. Her producers told her she was unfit for television. Imagine hearing that, your dreams dismissed with one blunt sentence. For many, this would be the end. But Oprah didn't let someone else's opinion define her. She embraced the criticism, learned from it, and kept pushing forward. Today, Oprah is not just a media mogul, she's a global icon. She built a multi-billion-dollar empire and became a symbol of success and resilience. What's her secret? She believed in her potential and never let failure or rejection determine her worth. Oprah's story teaches us that setbacks are not signs to stop, they're signals to keep going. Let's talk about Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest basketball player of all time. But his journey wasn't always smooth. In high school, Jordan tried out for the varsity basketball team, but he didn't make the cut. His coach chose other players instead, believing Jordan didn't have enough talent. Think about how devastating that must have been for a young athlete. Jordan could have accepted this as proof that he wasn't good enough. Instead, he turned the rejection into motivation. He trained harder than ever, spending hours perfecting his craft. That disappointment became the fuel for his fire. Jordan's career is now legendary. He won 6 NBA championships, earned 5 MVP awards, and became a global icon. But more importantly, his story proves that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Rejection isn't the end of the road. It's often the beginning of a new and better path. J.K. Rowling's journey to success is one of patience, persistence, and unwavering belief in her vision. Before she became the author of the world-renowned Harry Potter series, Rowling was a struggling single mother living on government benefits. She wrote the first Harry Potter book in cafes, often with her infant daughter by her side. When she finally completed her manuscript, Rowling sent it to 12 publishers. Every single one of them rejected it. Some told her the book wouldn't sell. Others simply ignored her work. Imagine how discouraging that must have been. 12 times being told that her story wasn't good enough. But Rowling didn't give up. She believed in her story and kept submitting her manuscript. Finally, a small publishing house, Bloomsbury, decided to take a chance. The rest is history. The Harry Potter series became a global phenomenon, selling over 500 million copies and inspiring a generation of readers. Her story teaches us the power of perseverance. Rowling didn't let rejection stop her. She used it as motivation to keep going. She believed in her vision, even when no one else did. This is a powerful lesson. If you believe in your dream, keep fighting for it, because success often comes just after the point where most people give up. Each of these stories shares common elements that hold profound lessons for all of us. Failure is a detour, not a dead end. These individuals face setbacks that could have ended their journeys, but they chose to view those obstacles as temporary. This shift in perspective is vital. Failure is not final. It's an opportunity to grow, learn, and try again. Resilience comes from belief in yourself. Whether it's Oprah's belief in her potential, Jordan's determination to prove his worth, or Rowling's faith in her story, self-belief is the foundation of resilience. If you don't believe in yourself, it's hard to expect others to. Rejection is often a prelude to success. All three faced rejection. Oprah was fired, Jordan was cut from his team, and Rowling's book was dismissed repeatedly. Yet rejection became the turning point in their stories. The lesson here? Rejection doesn't mean you're not capable. It simply means the right opportunity hasn't come yet. Consistency and hard work pay off. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent effort, even when it feels like no one is watching or appreciating your work. Jordan practiced tirelessly. Rowling kept submitting her manuscript, and Oprah honed her skills despite the setbacks. Why these stories matter to you. When you're struggling, it's easy to feel alone, like you're the only one facing obstacles. But these stories show that struggle is universal. Even the most successful people have faced moments where giving up seemed like the easiest option. Take a moment to reflect. What are you facing right now that feels insurmountable? Is it rejection, self-doubt, or frustration? Remember, you're not alone, and your story isn't over. These examples remind us that persistence is the bridge between struggle and success. So, the next time you feel like giving up, think of Oprah, Jordan, and Rowling. Let their stories remind you that perseverance is not just a trait, it's a choice you can make today, tomorrow, and every day after. These stories remind us that persistence is the secret ingredient to success. Persistence doesn't mean burning yourself out. Rest is not quitting, it's recharging. Take care of your body and mind, get enough sleep, eat nourishing food, and exercise regularly. These simple acts of self-care provide the energy and clarity you need to stay on track. And don't neglect your mental health. If you're struggling emotionally, talk to someone, a friend, a family member, or a therapist. Seeking help is a powerful act of self-respect. Here's the final piece of the puzzle. Stop obsessing over the destination and start embracing the journey. Every step you take, every obstacle you overcome, is shaping you into the person you're meant to be. The journey may be tough, but it's also beautiful. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Trust the process, even when it feels uncertain. Because at the end of the day, the secret to never giving up isn't just about reaching your goals. It's about becoming the kind of person who keeps going no matter what. And that, my friends, is the ultimate success. So, what's your next step? Will you let fear, frustration, or fatigue hold you back? Or will you rise, take one more step, and keep moving forward? The choice is yours. But remember this, you are stronger than you think. You've come this far, and you have everything it takes to go further. The world needs your light, your story, and your success. So promise yourself this one thing, I will never give up. Thank you for watching. And if this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires and empowers you. Keep going. You've got this.